Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back, it's Jordan here. It's a super busy day and we're starting off at Costco. And it's because I need a new kayak. No, I'm just kidding, I don't. I have done a lot of kayaking, like white water rapid kayaking, and it is a tremendous amount of fun. I should really do that again someday. But yeah, we got a super busy day here today. I've got to just run around and take care of a bunch of stuff. Oh my gosh, there it is. No way. I still want to play this new Mario Kart game, right? Mario Kart World, only available for Switch 2. You can't even get it for Switch 1. That is so dirty. $740 for the Switch 2 with the Mario Kart World. Not today, but maybe one day. Always got to check out the Lego while you're at Costco though, because they have some pretty good deals. We got the two F1 cars here, that being Red Bull and Ferrari. Those are on for $250 Canadian. We're in Canada here. Also the Pink Bouquet on for $60. The Vincent van Gogh Sunflowers on for $220. And then two different Technic sets. We've got the Fast and the Furious Toyota Supra and also the Corvette Stingray in blue, retailing for $65. So that's the small selection of Lego that they've got here today. Not bad, not bad. I definitely don't need any of those because I literally have them all. So I guess we'll leave that alone for now. Now, what if I did the unauthorized purchase here? What do you think? That for the kids? Maybe. I've actually heard tremendous things about these Kirkland wedges. You know what? I haven't even golfed yet this year. It's a tragedy. So one of the main reasons why I wanted to come to Costco today was actually to take a look at vacuums, because the stick vacuum that I have at the studio is on the fritz. It just like works for a short period of time and then it turns off. So I need a new one. And I don't want to cheap out and buy a crap one again, because then I'll just be back in the same scenario 1 year later. So I'm looking at the ones at Costco, but the problem is they're like $600 for a Dyson stick vacuum, or $850, and it's like, oh my gosh, am I really going to spend that much money on a vacuum for the studio? I probably should, because it helps manage the dust, but geez, maybe there's a better alternative. But then once again, if you cheap out, it's not going to be that good. And I've had a Dyson working at home for a long time and it still gives her today. So I know the product quality is there. Do I want to try something different? I don't know. Even this one though, it's $480. So it's, you know, around the same price. There is this one here on the end cap for $300. It's $80 off. Maybe that's the way to go. But that's still $300, you know, like, is it going to be worth it? It's a pretty big canister. Okay, I know this is a Lego channel, but hey, this is how I keep the studio clean. This is how I reduce the dust in the studio so that the Lego doesn't get all dusty. Or I should just be like this guy. Bam. So I called Jose and I was like, what are we gonna do here? She's like, you know what, you should just get the cheaper one there and see how it works. See if the Shark brand works and see if it works better than the one that we have at the studio. I'm like, yeah, I guarantee it's gonna work better than the one that we have. This is sort of a necessity, everybody. I've gotta get that. And then I was also talking to her about a new shaver, because I've had this like close shaver for, I don't know, 10 years. And it's like, I wanna get a new one, because I've been using the same one for 10 years. So I'm gonna grab this one here because it's literally something that I use every single day. So I'm gonna try this Philips Wet and Dry Shaver Series 6000. Look at that monster. In addition to those two exciting purchases, I got a bunch of other exciting stuff like paper towel, Cheerios, more Cheerios. The lack of Shreddies disturbs me. That's all right. We got some of the best pancake mix you'll ever have. Not bad for you too. High in protein, Kodiak pancakes, little K-Vals there. And also kitty litter. It's a must. And now I'm looking at something else here. And it's from Martha Stewart. So I've been using the same pillow for like 10 years just because it's so comfortable, but that's sort of disgusting. You know, you should replace your pillow every once in a while. It's sort of gross. So my father, he swears by the Martha Stewart pillows that you can find here at Costco. 40 bucks for 2 of them, and they're feather filled, which is a must in my opinion. So I'm gonna try those out there. I'm thinking that's gonna be nice. There you go, some new pillows. Oh yeah, and then I needed some new vitamins as well. Whew, exciting stuff, everybody. That's gonna wrap up our trip here at Costco. I actually have one more stop here at Costco, and it's at the liquor store. If you're over the legal drinking age and enjoy in moderation, I would highly recommend trying this rum. It's called Bamboo Rum, and I'm getting this as a gift for my brother because he recently did me a huge favor, and I'm seeing him this weekend. So yeah, I figured that's a nice thank you gift for him. Well, I actually had to make one more stop after that, and that was, of course, the gas station. You gotta fuel up there. It's the cheapest gas on the planet. All right, now I'm at West Edmonton Mall because I want to check out the Lego store as well. Plus, I've got to do something else in the mall here today as well. So, of course, I'm here to check out the pad wall, and I'm really happy that I did. Check this out. I have not seen these in a long time. I'm not talking about the masonry bricks in dark gray or dark orange. I'm talking about 1x6 dark gray brick. We could brick build road with these. So, gonna load up. I recently created some trees using those colors. Those look super nice. We bought a bunch of these last time we were here, but I'm happy to see that they're on the wall again. I don't think we need any more at this particular point. That's the dark green 2x6 bricks. I think we've used a bunch of these, so I might grab a box of those, that's for sure. Look at that. There's the supports that we use for those big Technic panels to create those like hills for the campground, etc. There's also some 1x3 light gray bricks there, and I saw some larger ones hidden in right there. Also the Palisades in dark tan. We got ferns in green. Also dark green somewhere. Where'd they go? They're here somewhere, okay. Also the olive colored leaves. We've got masonry bricks in light gray. Oh, there they are. I found them, okay. They snuck away on me for a moment there. Also the sand green little limb elements there. We've got white large limbs down here. Also 2x4 light gray brick, can't go wrong with that. That's a beauty part there. And up here, we've been using a lot of these in the countryside for just breaking up that green color. That's the olive green, like little tiny triangular wedge plates. Also, there's the blue plates. There's 2x3s. Probably need to get a bunch of these just for the water detail that we want to add around the island, right? And there's some seaweed pieces up there. There's just like so many pieces, it's insane. So am I happy that we came here? Yes, but shoe on the other foot, not really. Because now I gotta pack boxes all day, and I really shouldn't be packing any more boxes right now. It's a bit crazy. We just bought a vacuum. Also, 2x2 dark gray brick. We've been using a ton of those. Our drawer's pretty much depleted. I wish Mrs. Bricksie was here today because she could help me pack, but pack cups. But she's actually at home packing for our trip because we're going away this weekend to visit with some family. So that's pretty exciting. But we got the 2x10 plates, also the 4x4 as you saw there, also the arches. Like, it's just wild. So geez, I don't know how long I have to or I don't know how much time I have to pack cups today, but I want to make it all day. Here's what's going down thus far at the Lego store. I got one box of those. Ooh, sand green. Just one though. I actually just put one back. And then I got 2 boxes of the fern elements in dark green and 2 in the regular green. Also, the blue plates. I'm thinking I should grab another box of those because we got a lot of water to detail, and those are going to come in handy. Also, these, just one box for now. I just got to keep in mind that this stuff's normally always available. There's no, well, not always, but certain days of the week it's available, and there's no GWP or anything on right now. So these boxes of brick are packed. Thinking we can brick build some road with those 1x6s, so that's nice. And then we got those masonry bricks. You can never have enough of those. And we just used like all the 2x2s as of late for constructing all these mountains and everything. And it's pretty much more of the same. There's 2x2s in that one. And some of these are solid masonry brick. So yeah, looking pretty good thus far. Pretty loaded up. I think that's probably enough. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Ooh, 240 bucks. I should probably go. Always got to take the time to check out the damaged box specials. We've got the tuxedo cat there, D&D, 5,000 VIP points. Baradur. Ooh. Also the Mercedes. Hey, look at that. We have seen all 3 F1 cars discounted today. There you go. The Gringotts Bank, $50 VIP point bonus there as well. And then the NASA Artemis Space Launch System, 5,000 VIP points over here. There's a Mickey Mouse brickhead, some of the smaller stuff. Oh, look at this. Wow. That's a retired brickhead right there. I wonder what it's priced at. That's a find right there, everybody. We'll leave that for somebody else. Pretty cool. Also the sorting hat. And my buddy, there he is. Nice. I gotta say it every time I see it. But that's a gem right there. Look at that. West Hamilton Mall Lego store hooking up a retired brickhead pack. It's dangerous because the other thing that I need to do in the mall involves returning something, and I'm walking by the Lego store again after dropping off my parcel. Oh no. I've got to return the Laurens. They just weren't good enough. Going with the Marthas. That's the thing with pillows. You just don't know if you're gonna like them until you put your head on it for like 5 minutes and you're like, nah, this ain't working for me, okay? This ain't working for me at all. These ones aren't even feather filled. Wow, a picky guy, eh? It's necessary though when it comes to sleeping. You gotta make sure you don't hurt your neck at this age. I think I finally found my role model, everybody. There he is. It's just hanging out. They got sea lions here. There's a couple of them. So they got this whole tank, and then they have like a whole indoor area under the rock there too. And they even have this thing, this like ship that they can dive off. But look at him, he's just basking, just hanging out. You know, I find it quite funny how me and probably a lot of other Lego fans will sit there and contemplate a purchase like a vacuum cleaner for a long time. And it wasn't just today. I've been thinking about picking up a new vacuum for a long time just because that thing is just a piece of crap over there and just has no suction at all. I regret buying an off-brand vacuum from Amazon Prime during Prime days. It was not a good call. And people said that, hey, you're going to regret that. I was like, yeah, I probably will. But it's funny how we'll contemplate something like that, or I will, for a long time, and then I'll just go to the Lego store and buy 12 boxes and won't even think about it. My priority is getting Lego pieces over vacuum cleaners, I guess. What's more important? Probably the Lego. That's why I got to think about it. But I got a bunch of other stuff I got to do today. Because Mrs. Bricksie and I are going to a wedding this weekend with the kids. So it's going to be the first time that we bring our kids on a road trip. So that'll be an interesting experience. So we've got to make sure we get well packed for that. And then I've got to go to the studio and wrap up some other loose ends as well. I got to go to the P.O. box. Got to pick up a parcel from Purolator. Got to get a haircut, got to get a bunch of other stuff. So I've still got a whole whack of running around to do before we get to the studio. But I'm going to take care of that right now. What a great day thus far. We got Lego parts and a bunch of pad boxes. Great selection there. Also, vacuum cleaner. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite things in the world. I love vacuuming. There's just something about it, everybody. I just get so fired up. I fired this up for like 14 seconds, and then I was like, wait a minute, there's only 1 bar of battery, and I don't know if it's just me, but when I get new electronics, I like to fully charge the battery before I use it, whether it be a phone or a tablet or a vacuum cleaner or anything. I like to have a full charge right off the hop. It just sort of makes sense to my mind. So we're going to let that bad boy charge. I was like, you know what, this thing, you can't even like mount it to the wall or anything. Where's it going to charge? But then I realized it folds in half and just sits there just like that. Isn't that cool? This thing like folds so you can get underneath your couch and not have to break your back while you're doing it. I cannot wait to fire that up once the battery's charged. You can't have all of these great things without a little bit of Lego storage as well. So at Walmart, I grabbed one of these here. This is one of the Sterilite bins. But wait a minute, we already have enough Sterilite bins upstairs. It's like the full wall. But I wanted one of these because so often, oh, there's Lego in here. Oh, what's that? But so often we are working on the Lego City down here. We set up a table and I'm always bringing down drawers. So I thought to myself, it would be nice to have a system of empty drawers so that if we need bricks or slopes or whatever it may be, we can just put our containers in this drawer unit and carry them down and use it as a drawer storage so it's nice and tidy down here when we're working in a mobile fashion on the city. Maybe I should have got 2. Maybe it would have been better to have a stack of 6, but we can always pivot and get that in the future. So when I got my sorting hat back in the day, about a year ago we built it, I realized that my sorting hat didn't actually fit on the Harry Potter minifigures. So I got a hold of Lego and they sent me another sorting hat. This is actually the second time that I reached out to them, and the second time it actually arrived, so that's good. I can't believe it though. I want to go place this on the Harry Potter minifigure that came with the like talking sorting hat. This guy.
Yes, clearly Hufflepuff.
I am not a Hufflepuff. Come on. You've got it wrong, pal. But where's the figure? Where is it? Or where is he? I don't know where Harry Potter is. With the sorting hat that doesn't fit on his head. I am so hurt right now. I don't know where it is, everybody. Uh-oh. I might have to phone Mrs. Bricksie, but what's she going to do? She's going to say, well, I don't know. It's somewhere on the shelf. I don't know where it is. Where else would it be other than with the sorting hat? As I pulled away, I spotted it. Do you see it? What are you doing there? Okay, I almost had like a little miniature heart problem there. Oh my gosh. Okay, there. Now this one is going to fit on Harry. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. I need 2 hands. Let me see. Is it going to fit? Hopefully. Either that or I just don't know how to put sorting hats on minifigures. What? Am I doing something wrong? Does anyone else have this set? The sorting hat is not going on the minifigure. Even the new one that they sent me as a replacement. What? I've got to be doing something wrong at this point, right? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I don't know how to put a hat on a minifigure. That could be it. But this is the old one. You see the circular element in there? It's imperfect, right? Imperfect. And then this is the new one. Once again, imperfect. And when you compare that to McGonagall's hat, you see the black circular element in there, or just like mold, it's perfect. So for example, of course, McGonagall's hat will fit on McGonagall, no problem. Harry, no problem, not that that's right. That looks funny. But then we got the sorting hat. No dice, man. No dice, even the new one. What? I know I shouldn't be so worked up, but I sort of am because this is a really cool piece and I only have one of these in my collection. Well, I have 2 and both of them don't work, and the only way that I got them was from the sorting hat set. I don't know if they come in any other sets, but it's the only one that I have in my collection, and now I have 2 that don't get the job done. Like, where's the quality control on that? I'm sort of disappointed in Lego because in the original set it didn't work, and now the replacement that they sent me didn't work. That's a bummer. That's a bummer, you know? On a day that I got a vacuum, I'm all excited, and now I'm still excited. But yeah, that's sort of disappointing. It's very weird. It's very weird. Does anyone else have this set? And are you having the same problem with the sorting hat for the Harry Potter minifigure from the sorting hat set? You think they'd get that right? It's probably the most important part in the set, other than maybe the sound brick. So the next thing I want to do is, of course, sort all these parts. Got to work them into the system. So when we get around to building something with them, they're easy to find and they're not just left laying around randomly throughout the studio here. So it's $22 per box here in Canada, so Canadian dollars. And we get 12 boxes. So it's $264 plus tax. It's not bad. Like, that's 2 boxes of ferns, a pretty big pile. You can build quite a few fir trees with that. And the dark green ferns as well. Then these leaves, maybe should have got more of those. And you know what I didn't get? I got these, but I didn't get the corner plates in green. Can't remember if we have any of those. I should have checked my spreadsheet, but I thought we were running low. But maybe not. Maybe not. Whoa! Okay. I don't know. Maybe not. Okay, we've got like maybe a box worth. Maybe I should have got one more box of those, but either way, it seems like they're readily available on that tab wall. Maybe didn't need to get all the blue plate, but once again, we've got a lot of water to detail there. And I don't really like using the big blue plates to do the underlying plate on the water. I like using the small ones because then you can break it up with like some dark blue around it or some dark azure. So using the big plates isn't really ideal. That's why I like using these 2x3s. Takes longer, but looks better in the end. Hey, I did make the right call on this though. I knew we only had 3 1x6 dark gray bricks. I'm thinking the island is gonna get all brick-built roads, so we need a lot of dark gray brick to do that, because when you imagine you want to make a 16 probably stud wide road, that's 18 at that point, but if you want to go across, you know, 30, 40 base plates, well, gonna need a lot of brick. So that's gonna help big time. So I've just come to the conclusion that we do not need any more tree leaves. No, if I see them on the pad wall, do not buy any more tree leaves. We are done with tree leaves. Fern elements, okay, maybe we can get some more of those, but we're going to be building a lot more trees. So when we have, I don't know, 10 or 15 tree days of building trees, I'm not going to regret loading up on all these different tree elements. The problem is getting the supplementary tree elements, not the leaves, the other parts. But you know what? I'm really excited because Mrs. Bricksie and I are going on a vacation starting tomorrow, which this particular day is tomorrow is Thursday, and we don't get back till Monday. So it's like 5 days, but it's a road trip. We've got to drive 8 hours, and we're breaking that into 2 days of driving both there and back. So it's 4 days of driving because we have 2.5-year-olds and they cannot sit in a car for 8 hours straight. So it's more so like a road trip of driving and making pit stops and stopping in towns and going to parks and stopping at a hotel and then getting to our destination and spending a couple of days at our destination where there's a wedding, and it's going to be a ton of fun. And then making our way back home. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm really excited about it because honestly, no word of a lie, I think I've taken maybe 2 or 3 or 4 days off work, even though I have the best job on the planet, since February. So the closer we get to our departure, the more in vacation mode I become. So to wrap up the things that I need to do before we leave, I just need to make sure everything's hunky-dory here at the studio. I need to film, no, I don't need to film anything. I just need to finish editing, I think, 2 or 3 videos, and then get those all uploaded and get all that stuff ready to go. And that's going to wrap up my day, and then I'm gone for the weekend. Also, the last thing I need to do before I head home is get a haircut, because I don't want to go to a wedding like this. I need to look a little more spiffy. Oh, of course, there's one more thing that we need to do, and that's try this out. Ooh, that has so much more power than the other one. So empty canister, I'm going to vacuum for a minute and see what it picks up. I don't know why, but I just get so excited about this, everybody. Let's just do a couple strokes here. The Amazon vacuum would not be this powerful, or is not this powerful. Oh, gross. Wow. Okay. I'm pretty excited about that. Went around for a bit. It's not bad. It's quite a bit of dust in there. It's pretty gross. It's not on my Lego, so that's a good thing. Is it Dyson quality? Probably not, but Dysons can be up to 3 times the price, so there you go. Well, everybody, I'm off for almost a week. Yeah, thanks for tagging along. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Farewell.